Whispers in stone, the preambles echo on Ayodhya's consecrated ground. Today, the Ram Temple stands majestic in Ayodhya, a monument to faith and a culmination of a decades-long saga. Yet, amidst the celebratory chants and devotional fervor, a low, persistent murmur rises from the very foundation of the Indian state, the preamble to the Constitution. In its eloquent simplicity, it whispers a stark reminder that India was not built upon the triumph of one faith over another, but on the bedrock of secularism, tolerance, and the fundamental equality of all citizens. The year 1950, when the ink on the preamble dried, marked a new dawn for India. Fresh from the harrowing shadows of partition, the nation embraced a vision of itself as a sovereign, socialist, democratic republic, secure in its justice, liberal in its outlook, and dedicated to the welfare of all. This was not merely a declaration of intent, it was a deliberate choice, a conscious rejection of the divisive forces that had sought to tear the nation apart. The Babri Masjid demolition, a tragic chapter etched in 1992, stands in stark contrast to this vision. The act of violence, fueled by religious fervor and nurtured by political opportunism, challenged the very foundations of India's secular identity. It ripped open wounds that had barely begun to heal, leaving behind a legacy of pain, mistrust, and social fracture. Today, as the Ram Temple rises on the disputed ground, the preamble's words resonate with a newfound urgency. They remind us that the temple, however grand, cannot erase the history of the Babri Masjid. It cannot silence the voices of those who mourned its destruction, nor can it invalidate the fears and anxieties that linger among India's diverse communities. The preamble demands a deeper reflection, a nuanced understanding of the Ayodhya narrative. It compels us to acknowledge the pain inflicted by the demolition, to recognize the anxieties of minorities, and to recommit ourselves to the ideals of secularism enshrined in our constitution. This is not about diminishing the significance of the Ram Temple or denying the faith it represents. It is about ensuring that this faith does not come at the cost of another. It is about protecting the rights and dignity of all citizens, regardless of their religion, caste, or creed. The preamble is not a mere relic of the past, it is a living document, a guiding light that illuminates the path towards a truly inclusive India. It reminds us that the Ram Temple, while a symbol of faith for many, cannot be the sole narrative of Ayodhya. It must coexist with the memory of the Babri Masjid, a testament to the diversity and the complex history that shapes our nation. On this day, as the Ram Temple casts its shadow over Ayodhya, let us not forget the whispers in the stone. Let the preamble's quiet but powerful voice guide us towards a future where faith and inclusivity coexist, where the wounds of the past are acknowledged and healed, and where the promise of a truly secular India is finally fulfilled.